Now today I want to show you what happens when you don't release, forgive, and move on. You are tied to the past when you don't forgive. Are you hearing me? One, you are tied to the past. When you're tied to the past, you look so well groomed today.
Thank you.
He said, thank you, polite young man. When you are tied to the past, you are now, hear the word I'm going to use, you're now controlled by the past. Let me say this to you. The past is very powerful. It has controlling factors. It has limitations. Because every time you want to proceed forward, you are held by the memory of the past. Anybody listening to me? And when you are held by the memory of the past, you are now controlled by the past. Thereby, your future is limited. Because you are tied and you won't let go of the past. Why can't I let go of the past? I am hurt by the past. I was crushed by the past. The past did me wrong. And instead you let go and release. You allowed yourself to be tied to the past. Therefore, your future is limited. Keep on walking. Your future is controlled. Why? Because we allow ourselves to be tied to the past. But the day you release and forgive those that have wronged us in the past, listen to me, friends, you're no longer tied to the past. You have no attachment to the past. And then now you're not controlled by the past. You now have the freedom, Calvert, to move forward without any limitations, without any control of the past. And listen to me, that's why I said earlier, when you think you are hurting the person that have wronged you, you are allowing them to keep you on limitations. Are you hearing me, somebody? You allow them to keep you bound. Oh my God. That's why you just have to let them go and get it off. Get it out of your system. Pastor, you don't understand how hard it is to forgive. That's why when we say, I will forgive them, but I will never forget them, it means, somebody, you are still tied to the past. I forgive, but I won't forget. So it means somewhere along the line and the path of life, it means that because you can forgive but you still remember, it means that the remembrance that you're having is allowing you to be tied and controlled by the past. Therefore, your future is controlled. The more you try to go forward, you're remembering the past, and you go forward, and you go forward, and you bounce right back to the past. Those that have wronged you. Don't allow anyone to cause you to be tied to the past. Pastor, they hurt my feelings. Pastor, you were not there when this happened and that happened. Hey, listen, I don't want to know what happened and how bad he hurt you or she hurt you, how much you cried and how you were embarrassed and it was a great disgrace in the community and cause shame. Thank you, Calvert. Cause shame to you. I want you to understand the importance of forgiveness and move on. Now, here what we like to do, as Matthew is teaching us here, Matthew says, forgive as we would like to be. Do unto others as you would like to be done to you. So if you don't forgive others, others will never forgive you. Anybody understanding so far? Do unto others as you would like to be done unto you. So it means if I want God to forgive me, if I want Veronique to forgive me, Ferdy to forgive me, Frankie to forgive me, and this Frankie to forgive me, it means, Tammy, I have to release. I have to release others so others can release me. Have you ever had a good relationship, a good friendship with somebody? You and Frankie are the best of friends, and Frankie and Dorset are the best of friends, and Dorset and Tammy are the best of friends. You're friends with Tammy, Dorset, Leonard, and because there's a falling out between you and Frankie, and you fail to forgive Frankie, Frankie now is going to tell Dorset, do you know that Negro refused to forgive me? And all of a sudden now he begin to have a war and tension against you because you failed to forgive his friend. Yes. And he knows we were all friends, and he told Tammy, and Tammy can't believe that you can't release Leonard, and Leonard, oh come on somebody. And all of a sudden now you are developing more walls of enemy. Yes. Because we don't want to swallow our pride. Anybody here have swallowed their pride lately? Anybody? Yes. Can I tell you what happens when you swallow your pride? Do you want me to tell you or just move on? When you swallow your pride, everybody's going to know you swallowed your pride. Everybody knows when you swallow your pride, there's a noise. It's noise made abroad. Why? It means that you're willing to take the blame. You're willing to walk away with your head down. You're willing to patch things up than to create more enemies because of unforgiveness.